Hi everyone, it's Nishti here, dietitian and mindfulness teacher for children and parents, and in this video I want to talk about bullying. And that's because I'm working with a young girl who has an eating disorder who has experienced severe bullying. And I think this title of this video, I might just name it How to Not Blame the Bully, or Don't Blame the Bully, and how mindfulness can actually help us to take our power back. So I hope this video will be useful to you as an adult/parent, if you're being bullied yourself or if your child is being bullied. This video I feel may just help you. So I'm just going to log on to my computer because I myself, and I'm sure most of us have been, victims of bullying. As a kid, I really experienced a lot of bullying and also extreme racism. And at the moment, as an adult, there's someone bullying me, not because I want them in my life, it's due to work commitments. And with adults, we tend to sort of come at each other from the back, whereas with kids, I think at least they're to your face, aren't they? When they bully you, they call you, dumb, stupid, ugly, a moron, and all of that is to your face. But when it's adults, it's more indirect and it's more sort of, I don't know, some people can be quite dangerous like that. So anyway, I've just got something here that I want to read out for you. And bullying is a big topic, especially now. I think with social media, there's just so much more bullying happening, even on children online. And I think therefore this video is just, there's no better time to release this video. Now, my client has an eating disorder and she has really struggled with bullying for a very long time. And we had a chat the other day. I do bring in mindfulness in my consultations if it is applicable. It's not all the time. And if the person doesn't want to talk about mindfulness, I definitely won't do it. So it's all about when a person is ready to hear it. But a bully, we need to understand the bully. We really need to understand the bully, because a bully doesn't just wake up and decide to become a bully. A bully is someone who's learned to be a bully in the environment in which they grew up. So what is a bully? A bully, I like to call them, not that we're judging them, because the whole point of this video is for us to understand the bully a lot more. And when we understand the bully, we will not be judging them, and we won't even have time to think about them because we're so focused on our own lives and our own mental health and our own physical health. A bully, just like you and I, we grew up, we come into this world as kids, innocent, and then we learn a lot of things from our parents, from society. And a bully doesn't just wake up one day and decide to be a bully. A bully is someone who's been shaped in an environment, perhaps a dysfunctional household where even parents may have bullied the child, or where parents were bullying each other or arguing and saying nasty comments, making nasty comments. And a child who becomes a bully doesn't just wake up one day and decide to do it. There is a line of events that have caused the child and then the adult to become who they are today. It is very important to understand that. This is not to excuse the bully. No. It's to understand the bully. And really, a bully is trying to get control of you. It's trying to get control of me. Why is someone trying to get control of someone else? The only reason why they want to do that is because they have lost control and they feel powerless on the inside. This is the golden word. A bully feels powerless. They have given up. They feel shame. They probably feel low self-esteem, low confidence, but it doesn't show up like that because they are getting all their power by all the victims they have on the outside. So by victimizing, so this girl I'm working with, she's been victimized by this bully. Well, she's also allowing it, but I'm coming to that. So I'm not blaming anyone here. This is not a blame game, please. This whole thing, I think, especially in the United Kingdom, I just find that we love to blame. Like everyone's blaming everyone else. No, we need to take responsibility and ownership for who we are and how we allow people to treat us and how we treat people. So the bully will gets the power that they want from bullying other people. And essentially what a bully is a bit like spoiled milk. Again, I'm not judging the bully, but I want you to understand, so I'm using metaphors. A bully is spoiled milk. Why is a bully spoiled milk? And why do we drink this spoiled milk? A bully feels awful on the inside, contaminated mindset, contaminated sense of self. So that's why I'm calling it spoiled milk, if you like. And then we take that spoiled milk, so this person making all these comments about us, and we drink the spoiled milk. And then we wonder why we feel awful. I hope this makes sense. I'm trying to use metaphors to explain what I mean. And this is when we can actually talk a little bit about how Buddhism explains how we actually aggravate, or we may even make our own suffering worse. They have this parable called the second arrow, and I'm using the spoiled milk a bit of as another example. If someone throws an arrow at you and hits you, you will hurt. And this is life comes at us with so many arrows, or not just from a bully, but from things we can't, we can't control, things on the outside coming at us and hitting us in the face. Disaster may happen, stress from work, perhaps you got fired, or you have disagreement with someone, financial issues, and then you have the bully, and those are all the errors that are coming at us every day. Now, the second error in Buddhism is about us taking that error and stabbing ourselves with that again, if that makes sense. So someone says something to you, that you're ugly or you're dumb, then you take those words literally and you add a bit more on top. Oh, I must be dumb because I didn't do this. And then you make a whole story, or your mind makes a whole story out of it and adds extra cream and icing and a cherry on top, just to make you feel even more awful. That's the second error. So let me read something for you. The Buddha once asked a student, if a person is struck by an arrow, is it painful? The student replied, it is. The Buddha then asked, if the person is struck by a second arrow, is that even more painful? The student replied again, it is. The Buddha then explained, in life, we cannot always control the first arrow, the spoiled milk. However, the second arrow, us drinking the milk, is our reaction to the first. And with the second arrow comes the possibility of choice. We do not have to drink the spoiled milk. All those comments coming from a bully who feels lack of self-worth, low self-esteem, feels awful about themselves, feels powerless, feel low confidence. Why do we have to listen to all that stuff that comes out of that bully? All the arrows, the spoiled milk? No thanks. No thanks to spoiled milk. And this is what I was trying to explain to my client. And she does get it now. And I actually used the spoiled milk as an analogy. I don't know how it came up, but second arrow, spoiled milk. You get what I'm saying, I hope. And if someone on the inside feels low and feels low vibes about themselves and have had a really awful upbringing, that is what's going to come out. Whatever we have on the inside is what's going to come out. So you can't expect a bully to be kind to you if they're also bullying themselves, because trust me, bullies are the worst bullies to themselves first. And that's why they will bully you and me and anyone else. And I think when you understand this, and even with a racist person, I now understand that a racist doesn't just wake up and isn't born a racist. A racist is made in the household in which they live. So when I come across people who are racist, And now when I think back, I know it wasn't the children's fault that they were racist. It's the upbringing. And then you have a bit more compassion and understanding as well. Like, oh, they don't actually know better. This is the household. This is the TV they watch. This is the radio they listen to. This is their mind. They don't see anything differently. Now, does that mean that we excuse their behavior and put up with it? No. We can then choose to put very firm boundaries in place because we don't want that. We don't need people like that in our lives. And with my client, first of all, she's had to understand that the bully making those comments is not about her. The bully making those comments is really the bully being very hurt and then wanting to hurt other people because they're hurt, because hurt people. And she was like, yeah, I get it. Hurt people. If you're not hurt, why would you go and hurt people? If you're not upset, why would you go and upset people? Like, we can only give of ourselves what we have on the inside. And if we take it personally, it's because we've drank the bloody spoiled milk. You don't need to drink the milk. You don't need to take that second arrow. The first arrow or the first stone has been thrown. We don't cast any more stones, especially not at ourselves. Life is already hard enough. So why does mindfulness work when it comes to understanding the bully? Because mindfulness is you examining your thoughts, is you being aware of what you're thinking. If someone's calling you fat, stupid, an idiot, a moron, whatever it is, when you sit back and actually think about why you are upset by that thought or that comment made by someone, or someone says you're useless as what you do, you are not good enough, or whatever it is because you believe it. And why do you believe it? Maybe your mind is telling you that you should believe it because you didn't do your bed good enough and your mom told you off, and then you think you're not good enough in everything. It's our mind tells us a lot of things about everything, and it adds extra icing. I'm telling you, the mind will catastrophize everything. And that's why mindfulness works when it comes to being more self-aware. And being more self-aware, you open your mind and you examine your mind and you know what you're thinking the way you think. And then you can go, this person's making all those nasty comments about me. Is that really true? And if it was true, what evidence do I have for that? And if I have got evidence for that, what kind of evidence is it? It's just, you really start to become more aware of how your mind is doing all the thinking for you. And that's why mindfulness in our children who are being bullied could help. But how? We don't want them to think that they just have to meditate. It could be you as a parent sit down with your child and reflect on what the bully said to your child. So the bully said that they're dumb. Why do they think they're dumb? They think they're dumb because they're not achieving the best results at school. So actually the bully is right. Who says you need to get an A in every subject? Maybe the parent says they need to get that. So that's when the parent needs to go, actually, that's just society telling our children to have, 30 exams. I didn't even know that children in the UK have 30 exams. GCSEs. That's just in itself crazy. No wonder people are struggling with anxiety and stress and all of that. And when you start to examine all these things, you see that it's culture and it's our beliefs about things that make it even worse. And that's why we need to sit down with our children. We need to reflect with them. We need to sit and reflect on what comments are being made about them and where do these comments and thoughts come from. Most likely they come from society, from TikTok and all of that. And we are just following along because we follow our thoughts, but never do we think that we can actually think our own thoughts and we don't have to believe everything our thoughts say about us. So this bully that I have at the moment in my life is making lots of nasty comments behind my back. But I know that this bully isn't a happy person. I know this bully struggles herself with anxiety. I know she really struggles with anxiety. I don't know in the ins and outs, because actually I'm not interested. I'm not interested to find out information about her and do all the gossiping, because I don't engage in low vibrational chatter. I don't do that. But I know why she's doing it, and I'm holding her accountable. I'll have a meeting with her. So this is my way to say, this is unacceptable, and how can we move forward? But actually also, I don't really want to work with you anymore because this is not working out. So a bully needs to be held accountable. As kids, it can be rather hard. I know for me, particularly when I was a kid and being bullied, my mom said, you can't sit negotiate. You can't negotiate. Children don't negotiate. How do children show their, how powerful they are? By getting into fights. So my mom, she used to say to me, "The mom, I'm being bullied." You need to stand up for yourself, my mom said. If a bully bullies you, you need to stand up for yourself. And you know what? My mom is right. Because in this life, you need to stand up for yourself. As children, they're not going to negotiate. And please don't be the parent who runs to your child's rescue every time they're being bullied. They need to learn to stand up for themselves. Why are we always running to their rescue? No, back in the 90s, what my mom she used to do, she said to me, you need to stand up for yourself. And that's actually made me so strong today. I stand up for myself. I hold people accountable. If there's crap coming my way, I will make sure it is sorted. And that's what we need to teach our children, not to become victimized. Oh, he said that about me. No, step up, rise up, take action. You do not have to be bullied by a bully. You don't allow people who are hurt to hurt you. You need to take control of how you think about what the spoiled milk, how much spoiled milk you drink. Don't drink spoiled milk. And don't drink milk if you have an allergy to dairy. So I hope that's helpful. If there's something I haven't addressed in this video, please do let me know, and I'll be happy to make another video about this. But yeah, a bully, in short, is someone who's hurt and is someone who feels powerless, and they will always try and get power. And don't let that be you. Don't let them come and suck you dry. No, 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 no. You take your power back, because you have the power, and you have the power to say no thank you to spoiled milk. So I hope that was helpful. Mindfulness is the way. Self-reflection, self-awareness. I'll see you all in the next video.